you doing?
I'm good.
What's your name?
Winter.
Winter. What do you do?
I'm a dancer at Magic City.
Okay. How long have you been at Magic?
Since 2016.
Okay. Was that when you first started dancing?
No.
How long
I've
have
been
you been?
dancing for a minute.
How long is that? If you had to guess.
I started dancing when I was 22.
22? Okay.
22. So about okay, so I've been dancing for about 7 years, 8 years.
Okay. What made you want to get into dancing?
I think why anybody wants to start dancing, the money.
Where you from originally?
Miami. I'm from Miami.
Miami. Okay.
Yeah.
So, tell us. So you started off doing what? Were you in school?
I started off as a biology major. I wanted to be a marine biologist or a vet. I love animals.
Okay.
And so my second year in college, I had $5 in my name, and I was like, "Not the first."
Yeah.
I had $5 in my name, and I don't know if anybody has ever felt broke, or been broke, but like that's like the only time that I've ever been like sick to my stomach. Like I can have like, I know this COVID stuff is going around, but like I've never felt like sick, like when you don't have like any money. Like I don't know if I should spend this $5 on like gas money or if I should spend this on food, and that was really tough for me. So I snuck into a club. I had a bathing suit.
Yeah.
I was gonna get it. But yeah, I snuck into a club, and I'm not gonna say the name, but I snuck into a club and I started dancing, and it was a wrap ever since.
Really?
It was a wrap. Yeah.
That first night, how much you made?
I got fucked up that night. I made good money though. I mean, it wasn't like crazy though, but it was. I think I made a couple hundred, but it was more than what I had, and like I saw the potential of what I could make.
Yeah.
And so like, yeah, it was a wrap after that.
So that was in Miami?
No, that was in Atlanta.
Okay, so you was going to school out here?
I went to school out here, yeah.
What school?
I went to Valdosta State.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
it's not too far. It's like right above borderline, yeah.
Yeah, okay, out in the country.
Yeah.
So, okay, so you made your little money that first day,
Mm-hmm.
and you was like, shit, I'm in the game now. Bathing suit and all.
Basically.
Okay. So what made you want to come to Magic?
I was actually intimidated to come to Magic. Magic has like this aura, or I was even scared to come there as like a customer. Like this Magic itself, like it just has this name and like this brand behind it. It's nothing but like the baddest, nothing but the best. Like it has nothing, like it's no exceptions. Like you top, like you I feel like you've made it. Like I'm not saying you have, but you've made it. If you work at Magic, you've made it.
Gotcha.
I mean, but basically, I think I had run my course through like all the other clubs. Like it was time for me to go with the other clubs. And I felt like I was ready for Magic. Like I had danced long enough. I think I've been dancing for maybe around like 5 or 6 years, close to like 5 years before I went to Magic. And I mean, Magic. It just when I got there, like it felt like home. Like even though like they're so well branded, they have this big name behind them. When you get there, like they're so personable. Like they're so personal, and it's just it felt like family when I came there. Like I really felt like it was home. Yeah. Like I love Magic. I love Magic.
Did you tell your parents about you dancing when you first started?
No. So I had this crazy story.
Yeah.
So my mom was trying to get a job. There was a new club opening up in Atlanta. And so the house mom, I think they make decent money, but I think my mother was trying to be like a house mom or something. I think she wanted to like make like dance outfits or something. I don't know how she even got into this idea, but so she went to this club and we went together. And so I went to support her, but she didn't know that I was a dancer at the time. I'm like, yeah, Ma, I got you. I know some of these people. I got you. So I went there with her, and I think they did hire her. And so I went to one of the managers, and actually one of the managers came to me. He's like, are you interested in dancing? I was like, okay, this might be cool. So I guess it was so I auditioned like in the back, and I guess it was like a conflict of interest. So I was like, nah, nigga, you can't hire her if I work here, because they really wanted me to work there. And so
so you backdoor your mother?
I had to, Mom.
For the love of money. Damn.
I had to kick Mama Dukes to the curb. I mean, it was in her best interest, though. Yeah. I was still gonna take care of her, but I mean.
So what she say when that happened?
She found it eventually. I mean, she said that she was her. I mean, but I help her out at the end of the day. I mean, so I mean, it wasn't really any hard feelings though. But no, Mom had to go.
I get it.
There's no interruption when it comes to this money.
With these pesos, huh?
Right, yeah.
Okay. So Mom took it a little hard. Okay.
Yeah.
So now that you've been at Magic, what's your customer type like?
You know, when I first started dancing, I made a really big mistake in like judging a customer like on how they look or like the type of shoe that they wear. Like, oh, I'm thinking like, you know, oh, he has to have like a big chain on or he has to have like this on and what I've realized like over like the past years, like that doesn't really mean anything. Like people can come in like all day and like flex on somebody, like that may be like temporary money. I like the residual money. So like for me, I prefer. And it's not even like that I have a specific type. Like I've learned not to judge. Certainly, you know, the people that wear like Converses every day, like that's just nothing or whatever. But I don't have a specific type of customer. I mean, I fuck with who fucks with me type. I don't know how to explain that.
Yeah. Is it more businessmen, street niggas, rappers, athletes? Do you?
I mean, I feel like I'm approachable to any type of guy. I mean, at the end of the day, like I give like the brand of like just love. Like I feel like I emit just like love. So like if you fuck with me,
yeah.
No, I mean you'll feel that though. You'll feel that.
Okay. So now, can you tell when somebody walks in if they gonna spend a bag or not?
No, I mean because I've seen guys that'll come in and they'll look like they're about to spend money or you'll even see people that come in and they'll come in and like get like maybe $1,000 just sit on the table just to see what, you know, like this, I guess maybe it's for their entertainment. Yeah. So I don't think you can really go off of just. I mean I can say that I would probably know like within the first 5 minutes, like if I walk up to a guy and like, you know, hey, how are you? And I'm not gonna say like, hey, do you want to dance? Like at the end of the day, a guy wants to like feel like he's connected. Like a guy doesn't want to feel like a trick. Like make him feel like, you know, you guys are like friends or whatever. Mm-hmm. And at the end of the day, I feel like that's key.
So trick the trick.
It's not even. I wouldn't even say that, but I feel like the key to like dancing or just period, just is building relationships. Like your net worth is your net worth.
Yeah.
Your net worth is your net worth. Yeah. I mean, so.
So do you think you're a good relationship builder?
For the most part, yeah.
And is there a lot of guys that come into the club who just want to talk?
Yes, and you have to learn how to because some people they really just end up taking up your time and like say there may be a guy. Now I've done this plenty of times where like I'm talking to this customer because he comes in to see me. Yes, we have a relationship, but at the end of the day, I'm here to make money. So this guy's over here like spending money. So you have to learn how to like maybe just spend 5 minutes with this guy. I'm like, okay, well, babe, you know, I have to go. Do you need anything? You know, let me know if you need anything, and then you go over there and you make your money. But you can't just sit here because like if you just sit here, best believe it's another girl that's watching. They're like the girls in the club are like vultures. So if you don't move quick enough, you know, another girl's gonna come in and just, you know, like swoop in real quick. And I'm not saying like get your guy. I mean, because I hate when people say like, oh, that's my customer. Like, you know, everybody is your nigga is everybody's nigga. Like,
yeah.
So I hate to say that, but that's what it is though. But I mean, you just have to learn how to manage your time. I mean, that's not just even in the club. That's just in life. Period. Life is all about like time management. Like you have to learn how to manage things in life.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So, with your experience in dancing at this point, like, what's one thing that you learned about men so far?
I don't think I want to get married.
Really?
I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't even say it's a gender thing. I mean, because I have women that try to take me home. Okay. I have like couples that try to take me home. So I mean, and everybody's supposed to be like monogamous or whatever, but like dancing has taught me like a nigga he's gonna drool over some pussy or mean, I don't know. He's
Yeah.
gonna like, I don't, I just, I don't, I don't know. I don't. I feel like it's really tainted my. I feel like it's really tainted my image on relationships. And I feel like because of my occupation, I've never really had a stable relationship. Period in life. Like even like I dated this one guy, and I thought that we were gonna be like in love, and we met, and I had seen him in the club for like a couple. I mean, like a couple years or whatever, maybe a year or two.
Uh-huh.
And we finally started dating, and we ended up moving in together. But he would like he would just do little certain things like just like in the back in the back of your mind, like when I feel like when a man meets a dancer, when a man meets a woman like in that environment, like he can say he loves her to death, but in the back of his mind, like you're still like if I met you this way, like I met you at the dance, like you were. I don't know if it's their insecurity, and it probably is their insecurity, but it's I don't see like any relationship really thriving as you being like a dancer and just a guy like and I, I haven't experienced it yet. It's just
So do you think that you're gonna have a relationship when you stop dancing?
I think possibly yeah, but I don't think any man really takes a woman seriously in dancing. I don't care what anybody says. Like I feel like it always goes back to you can go to the club and just meet another guy, or you're just thirsty for money, or you'll do anything for money, and that's not the case. Like I don't do anything for money. Like I make my money at work, and that's it. Like all this like you do this outside of work, and no, I go to work. I'm a dancer. That's it. That's my occupation. I dance for money. I don't sleep for money. I don't do extra stuff for money. I literally like just like so say somebody's a cashier. They're a cashier. That's what they do for their job. Like this is my job. Like I don't do any. There's no extracurricular activity. And I'm not knocking the hustle. Like for girls who do that, then that's their business. But that's not what I do. But I haven't found a common ground, or I don't think I've met a man that really. I don't care how you present yourself. Like I can present myself like the Queen of Sheba or whoever. I don't know. Yeah. It's just I don't think any man takes you seriously dancing.
So did the guy that you were dating, did he try to take you out the club?
So initially, I moved in with him, and he wanted to. I guess his thing was, let me take you out to the club, and I thought that it was a good thing at first. Because initially, like, okay, like I'm not, I don't have to dance anymore, and I'll just have this ideal little housewife thing, but that's not me.
So he was rich.
And see, this goes back to the thing where you're judging people. Like, so he came to the club and he was just flexing, like, oh, I have all this money. So come to find out, when you really get to know somebody, he ain't really. Where's the money at? Okay. I mean, so that's the thing about coming to strip clubs. You can really you can be in. I mean, you can really just be anybody. I mean, no one knows you outside of the club. Like, you can come there with all these chains on, and you can be working at Walmart. And I'm not saying like people at Walmart that don't have money, but you can be working anywhere and just come to the club and just be like even at Magic. You can be anybody you want to be at Magic. Like literally, you can create your own persona. You can be the richest, the biggest person in Atlanta if you come to Magic and just like blow money and girls will just flock to you because that's what they want. And you just become this big figure, and people are just drawn to you. But like outside of that, like you're just. Okay, so what you got going on?
So his money couldn't keep you at home.
It wasn't even just like the money because it was. I mean that's not fun to me. Like just sitting at that's like I want to get out and like explore life, but that wasn't that I don't think that was ever me to begin with. Like I feel like. Dancing at the end of the day, it's not just like making money. Like I feel like it's a way to like express yourself. Like even like if you're having like a bad day, like it's expressed. It's a form of art to some people.
Yeah.
Like if you're having like whatever emotions you're feeling, like you can go there, and it's not even just like drinking or like just if you're having a bad day, but just being able to like express yourself like in different ways, like in just the dancing period, like it's expressive.
So what have you learned about yourself since you started dancing?
That I'm a really strong woman, and that I'm a hustle. Like I could really like I feel like as long as like I'm breathing, I can like I've had like really bad days, and I feel like as long as you're breathing, like as long as you're breathing, like you have another opportunity like to do better than what you did before. Like, but I'm a really strong woman.
What's the most you made in a day?
I would say it was Super Bowl.
Okay.
And I didn't work all day, but I think it was this one night. One of my I mean, I had like other customers come in or whatever, but I mean, like, it was like close to 12. It was like it was a good night for me. It was like close to 12, and I didn't even dance all day. It was like I literally like danced for like maybe like 4 hours.
12,000.
I literally like danced for like a couple hours, and it's like during Super Bowl. So I think it was the Super Bowl like what? What was it last year? Whenever it was here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was pretty dope.
So
That was pretty cool.
So when you go in the club now, what's a bad night for you?
A bad night. I mean, I hate to sound ungrateful. I mean, any night is a good night. I mean, but just knowing my potential and like, I feel like there's no reason like if you're walking into Magic and knowing the clientele that Magic brings, like when you walk into Magic, you know you gotta have a bag. Like you know, like people aren't coming to Magic just spending like a couple dollars. Like they come to Magic to spend money. So Magic gives you that platform, you know, to make the money. It's a matter of you actually like you know you making it. I was like on average, I feel like you should make at least 1,000 like on a decent night. I feel like if you don't make that, like you're not really, because the thing is like people come to Magic to spend money. Like Magic is such a well branded name.
Yeah.
It's like you going into Bentley or Rolls Royce. Like they don't have to advertise. Like you don't have to advertise. Like you already know what you're getting yourself into. Like you know what it costs to get into there. So
$1,000.
I mean, I feel like at least, like, if you're not doing that, like, you need to, hell, like, I think even, like, the waitresses make that.
Yeah.
Seriously. If you a dancer and you taking your clothes off.
You gotta pay to play, huh?
Yeah, you gotta pay to play, definitely.
What's the weirdest thing a customer ever asked you?
The weirdest thing a customer ever asked me. Let's see. I mean, like, the guy that was on the down low.
Okay.
I've had a couple people ask me this actually. This has happened like maybe 2 or 3 times. I mean, they asked me like they needed a girlfriend. They came here. They were recruiting like girls, because they had like maybe like a family event coming up and they needed like an escort. Not an escort, but I guess maybe they needed like a girlfriend. They wanted me to be like their fake girlfriend or something. I guess to attend like this little place with them because
He asked you this while you was dancing on him?
We were by the stage. We had a couple drinks, and I guess he had gotten comfortable with me. And I
So
wish people would stop getting comfortable with me.
So,
No, he was tipping me to talk with him. Like,
so he wasn't even getting the dance.
He wasn't getting dance, but he was paying me for my time though. He was compensating me for my time.
Okay.
He was.
So did he seem gay?
No, but that goes back to the thing. You can never judge a book by its cover. Like that, you can't. Like, just because a guy comes in with like chains and stuff, it doesn't mean he's gonna spend money. Or just because a guy comes in with like busted shoes or whatever, it doesn't mean that he's not going to or he's not gonna spend money. Like I've had guys that look busted and that have broken. I've had the guy that looked the brokest in the club spend the most money on me. And this is maybe not in one night, but over time, this nigga has spent like thousands. Like where's he getting this money from? But he's gonna spend his money on me.
Yeah. So back to the straight gay nigga.
Okay.
So when he had a beard, like describe how do you?
He looked like a regular dude. Like he just there's no like that's just like saying like COVID has a face, like or cancer has a face. Like nobody doesn't have a face. Like it is.
Did he have a lisp?
No, he didn't have a lisp.
No, I'm just trying to understand how this go. Like, so he in the club.
You can't judge a book by
so
its
anybody
cover.
I see tipping that's not getting a dance, I gotta wonder, like,
what you got going on?
Yeah, like. So you had all that ass, and he wasn't trying to get no.
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, he was with I'm guessing his homeboys like were the same way or whatever. But I guess they like his backup.
Oh, literally.
No, like literally. Okay. Okay,
I get
funny.
Okay, so
Yeah,
but the crazy part, you said you had more than one customer ask you this?
But that's happened to me like often. I mean, at least I've had it in my DMs.
Okay.
Also, I mean, but I've had it like at least twice at the club.
Okay. And the other guy, he was tipping for your time too?
I mean, for the most part, like people, like if I say that I'm gonna go leave or whatever, but like for the most part, people tip me for my time.
And just ask you to be their side girlfriend.
I have a way enjoy like making people like I said, I'm really big. I'm really big on making you feel comfortable, like in building relationships. And it's not anything fake. It's genuine. Like I genuinely care about like your well being while you're here, or even like outside of here. But
Why you
I
spend that
genuinely.
money? You give a fuck, nigga. You gonna be healthy?
I
Why you
genuinely
throw
care
this
about how
money?
you
Yeah,
spend your money.
I got you.
I mean, so yeah, so I like to give you that vibe. Like I said, when I came to Magic, like I immediately felt like I was home. So I want like customers to feel that same way. So I'm gonna give you that vibe, and it's not like on some fake stuff. Like I genuinely, like I sincerely like care about you. Like seriously, like I care about people.
Gotcha. So
Yeah.
how much did they pay you to be his girlfriend?
Oh, I declined. I don't want to get into that.
You declined.
That's on some
I
boring
thought you
type
cared.
shit. Sorry.
You ain't care
That's
that
your
much.
personal life. I don't want to get into that.
How much did he offer?
We didn't even get into that. Like I wasn't. That's not something I was interested in. I wasn't. It sounded messy.
Okay.
I was gonna be like on the ID channel or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's not
Yeah.
something I want to touch.
Wow, I never heard that one before.
Yeah, it's not something I want to touch. It didn't.
Yeah.
It
Now,
wasn't for me.
if it's a girl sitting at home, she's trying to decide should she dance or shouldn't she?
Mm-hmm.
What would you tell her, or what characteristics does she need to have if she wants to dance?
Characteristics in what aspect? You mean like physical characteristics, or just like
Like personality, or like?
It's not even. I mean, I would. It's just really just having like that mentality of. Well, I would say firstly going there like with the game plan. A lot of women go in there and they end up dancing, and I'm not saying like dancing can't be a career, because there are a lot of girls that have been dancing for like I've been dancing for a while. I've been dancing for almost like close to like almost close to 10 years, and I'm not ashamed of that. It's just I would say like definitely when you go in there, have an exit plan and have a goal of why you're dancing, because a lot of girls they'll start dancing and they get caught up in the lifestyle like, oh, I'm this celebrity's trying to talk to me, or like, oh, this guy's trying to buy me this, or like, oh, I'm getting all of this attention. And yes, that's nice, but everything in life has a season. And so if you're you have to really be self-aware in the environment that you're in, and just be self-aware of like what you have going on, because it's really easy to get caught up in it's a really fast-paced lifestyle. And then like when I say fast, like the money is fast, everything is fast, and before you know it, you've been dancing for damn near 10, 20 years and you have nothing to show for it. So if you have a plan and just a why as to why you're doing it, you have to always keep your why in mind. Like before you get into that club, even if you have to meditate before you go in there daily, just like, okay, I'm doing it for this reason. I'm doing this for this reason. So you don't go in there, you're drinking every day, and you're doing everything but what your goal is, and it's just so easy to get sidetracked, and before you know, you've taken 10 steps back, and you're another one of those girls that have just been, okay, well damn, like that's old girl, she been here for a mile, like I fuck with her, but like damn, she really, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, so it's really just the key trait I would say have is, let's see, let me think of the word, I can't think of the word. You just gotta be focused. I feel like that's the main goal. Like all this pretty stuff, there are girls that don't look half as good as certain girls, and they go in there and they make that bad because they're focused. And if you walk in there like you're that bitch, and just if you have that confidence is key in that club. I mean, just in life, period. Like if you walk around and you are what what is that saying? You are what you think you are. And if you really embody that, and if the mindset that you have, and if it takes over, like if it becomes a dominant trait in your mind, like it's inevitable that you are that person, but you just really just have to be focused. This focus is like the key, because it's so easy to get distracted. Like there's so many distractions in that club, like. So many distractions. Like
when you first started dancing, how long did you think you were gonna dance for?
I said I was gonna dance for a year. I said I'm gonna dance for a year. I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna get out. But I wasn't focused, and I'm not scared to say that I wasn't focused.
So now, how long do you see yourself dancing for?
I said I wasn't gonna dance past. Let's say my age. I said I wasn't gonna dance past 30. So I haven't really been dancing yet. I'm trying alternate avenues. Just only because like sometimes you have to be, I feel like I've gotten so comfortable in that environment, and I've relied so much on quick money, and I feel like just sometimes you have to make yourself uncomfortable to become comfortable. And Magic City has given me the platform to be comfortable, and I am very comfortable. But I feel like I've gotten too comfortable to the point where I haven't given myself the ability. I haven't given myself the opportunity to elevate to my next level because I feel like I'm just so comfortable here. So I'm trying to make myself a little bit uncomfortable so I can,
Okay.
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. What you talking about Magic City? What do you think the magic is in Magic City?
Okay, the magic in Magic City. Okay, so if you go back to the definition of magic, I say magic is like the power of influencing like a course of events, like in like with supernatural powers, with the supernatural powers being like the fat asses.
Yeah.
Men apparently are mesmerized by that, which is understandable. We have beautiful women at Magic. But no, like Magic City, like it's so influential, like in the hip hop industry. Like I feel like anybody who's anybody or any artist in the industry, they've somehow like at one point in their career have crossed paths with Magic, and it's not even like Magic has to like even like say that. Like artists themselves, like you have Future, you have T.I., you have Jeezy, you have Gucci. At some point, they all recognize like the influence that Magic has had like in their career. Like Magic literally breaks records. Like you can come to the club and like spend money, and then like the girls are going crazy, like, oh, this is a hot record. Like, I'm surprised, like, Magic hasn't started, like, a record label. I don't get it.
Yeah.
He has everything else. I don't see why he hasn't had a record label. But, I mean, like, it's just, he literally, like, he influences, like, the culture. Like, I'm not going to say I don't know how he does it, but, like, he's consistent with it. Like, it's crazy. I can't. It's magic.
It's magic.
How he does it.
How influential is the DJ?
The DJ has like a big influence. Like the DJ, he's the one that, of course, he knows like when to play like certain songs and like when to like put certain girls on stage or whatever. But like, if a song is popping, like people are like throwing money on stage or whatever. Like, if a girl is dancing to your song, like you have a hit record.
Yeah.
But like the DJ, he has a big influence. And
then, have you had the food?
Of course, who hasn't had the food? I worked there. Yes, I've had the food.
What's your favorite dish?
I'm a seafood girl, so like I love the lobster tails. I love the lobster tails. The fried lobster tails are the best. Everything is really good on the menu though. I think everything is good. I mean, but paired up with like you got big booty girls and like food. You got drinks. I mean, it's a win-win situation. You can't lose.
Now, if I'm at home and I've been watching Winner for some time on social media, and I'm like, damn, I see the interview, like, damn, she has a beautiful personality, right? What type of person is Winner looking for? What characteristics?
What do I like in a significant other?
Yeah.
Humor, definitely. Humor is like I love to laugh. That's inevitable. Like if you can't take a good joke, or if you take life too seriously, we're automatically not gonna. We're gonna be like oil and water. I love to laugh. You gotta be a hustler. You gotta be. I mean, even if you aren't where you want to be in life right now, because I don't think anybody is ever really. I mean, when is anybody ever really satisfied? I feel like everybody's always looking for like their higher potential, their higher being. Or just being like their highest, like they're the best version of themselves. But so I don't think anybody's ever really satisfied. But just somebody that's ambitious and just trying to find their better self. Basically, just yeah. I don't ask for much. I don't want much. I mean, I'm gonna bring something to the table.
Do they gotta be rich?
We can get rich together. If you don't know how to make money, I can help you make money. You don't gotta do all that. I just need you to be ambitious. I need you to have that drive. Like. I don't need you. I don't need you to ever be content. Like you should never be content. You should never be comfortable. I want you to always be hungry.
That's fair. So what's your plan to get out?
My plan to get out.
Or what's life after dance?
I don't know, an island somewhere.
Running from the mafia.
Life after dancing. That's a good question. I would love like just to retire, like just to have like enough money where I have like businesses here in the States, and then just like really like move to like Madagascar or something, or like even like Africa. Like the cost of living is cheap out there. Like get a couple good businesses out here, and even like take some out there. But yeah, just and come back over here and like visit family and stuff. But like yeah, I would love to like live overseas and
Okay.
sit me a little coconut in the beach and like I don't know.
So how much longer are those knees gonna hold up?
How much away?
Longer are those knees gonna hold up?
My knees are not bad. First of all.
You know, it's a lot of twerking going on. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the thing. See, I know my strong point. My strong point is not dancing. I'm not a big dancer. I converse a lot. I talk a lot. That's how I get a lot of my money that way. I know my strong point. I know I'm not the strongest dancer. Like some girls know their tricks. Like some girls, they're good pole dancers, or some girls they twerk well. I know my strong point. I talk well. I know how to listen. That's my strong point. So I can.
Do you have like a co-strong point? Because the way that IG be going crazy.
Oh, that's another story.
Like what?
What? That's a little something for the girl.
The way the basketball be bouncing, but I guess. You know what I'm saying? I guess.
Crazy.
Okay. So businesses and traveling. That's it. That's the next step.
That sounds ideal.
Okay. So
Yeah, family. Building a foundation for my family. Generationally, not like individually type.
and if you had a chance to do it all over again, would you dance?
Oh, definitely. I wouldn't discourage anybody from dancing. Like there's so many pros. Like I don't know why people like think like dancing is like so bad. Don't get me wrong. You get some girls who don't have their head on straight, and they get so distracted, they get caught up on drugs, or they get like pimped out, or whatever you want to call it. But dancing, it has like if you go in there and you treat it like a business, it's probably the best thing that you can ever do. And I'm not saying like that, but like there's so many people, so many different people you can be. You can be in a room with so many different people. You can be in a room with politicians. You can be in a room with drug dealers. You can be in a room with literally anybody. Like everybody just like for whatever reason, like there's a common ground. Like there's nobody judges anybody. Everybody's just in the same room, just being themselves. Like I would never tell anybody. I wouldn't just go around like passing out flyers like, oh, come dance at Magic. But I would never discourage anybody not to. Like it's like influenced my life in so many good like it's I think it's made me like a decent woman. No, like I mean, there's nothing wrong with dancing. I feel like as long as you go in there with your head on straight and you have a good head on your shoulders, and like I said, the key is just to stay focused. Like if you have a game plan, and that's not even with dancing, that's just with anything in life. But you should always have like daily goals, like monthly goals. Like even if you have to like scratch off one off the list, or like I'm dancing because I want to get a house. I'm dancing because I want to pay off college. I'm dancing because I'm trying to support my child, or I'm dancing because I want to support my family, or I'm dancing because I have to pay for this or get a car. Whatever have like their reason is none of my business. But as long as you just stay focused and you just keep track of your daily goals and you're just moving forward and not backtracking, then I mean I think you're winning.
It is.
And it's really really good money though. It's really good money. Like dancers make more money than people that have been in. I'm not even saying you have to go to college to make like good money, but dancers are winning right now. I'm sorry.
Yeah. We up, huh?
They're making good money. They are. They're making really good money. My name is Winter, and I am Magic City.